Hashtag no music, no intro. We are back. The Saints Block Party podcast coming at you, brought to you and presented by Precious Works LLC. For any of your business website needs, reach out to our guy, Bajan. We're live streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch right now. We are the Saints Block Party podcast. This is the first time you have come across our show, our channel. We appreciate you. Hit that like and subscribe, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on YouTube. If you're on any audio podcast mediums, hit that like and subscribe. Ryan and I have been covering the Saints for the past 6 years in a variety of fashions, from Senior Bowls to Pro Days to Combines, you named it, we've covered it. And we covered the Saints in all those ways in the 6+ years. And so I am Adam, your co-host, joined by my friend Ryan, a.k.a. Wolf, and Who That for Life. But man, why you blocked me on Twitter just because we disagreed? I should put
game is the game, brother. Game is the game.
I got to figure it out. Yeah. Okay. So we wanted Who That for Life. We wanted to have this episode. We were thinking about doing it on tomorrow on Wednesday's show, but since we recorded Saturday evening, there has been just a plethora of things that have come out from Airline. Some good, mostly some concerning. So we wanted to talk about that. And before the final preseason game on Friday and the 53-man roster cuts and all that, we wanted to talk about, do our predictions of who the 53-man roster is going to be. So that's what we're doing. We're going to talk about 53-man roster. Me and Ryan are going to do a project where we predict who's going to be on the 53-man roster. And then we're also going to discuss everything that's come out from the Saints. So I guess let's just start. Let's start with the good news. All right. Yesterday, the news comes out. I think it was just, I don't even know what time it is with everything that's been going on with Saints-wise and work-wise. Everything's blending in together. I don't know what time it is. But the Saints signed Daniel Carlson, who was a free agent kicker, just out there, former kicker for the Raiders. He was kicker for the Raiders for 8 seasons. They signed him yesterday. And now they have 3 kickers on the roster. They have Daniel Carlson, Charlie Smith, and Tanner Brown.
Okay. I'm glad they did something, bro. Just pulled the trigger on somebody. I haven't seen a contract yet. He's been out there in free agency, just chilling, bro. Like all pro kicker, 2-time all pro. Ask a simple question, dickhead. Now, why you got to be disrespectful, bro?
I think
don't know why you got blocked, bro. Don't know why. Like, don't know, man.
The most hilarious thing about the blocking is like people just don't know how to like wear the block as like a badge of honor. Like if someone blocks me on anything, I'm just like, okay, and like I'm about my day. Like I don't have this like inner monologue of like, what do I got? I'm like, okay, like whatever, and I just move on. Like I just don't. Anyway, Daniel Carlson. I'm sorry,
but yeah, I'm just glad they pulled the trick on somebody.
Yes,
and we knew it, bro. We talked about it on the last pod. The kicker was not on the roster at the time.
Now look, said it so many times, bro.
It just come on. Like how long we gonna do this? So I'm glad they brought in the kicker, a kicker who has some pelts on the wall. He has been in the decline the past couple of years, but like, from the 40 and lower, he's been money. Like I think last year he was 100% from the 40 and lower. He hit like a 60-yarder last year, but his overall percentage has dropped like to 81% last year, field goal percentage that is. Then you got, but look, Blake Groupie was at 69%. So even if we get like the worst Carson, it's better than what Groupie was giving us last year. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just glad they made the move. And look, with kickers, bro, like sometimes they go in decline, then they switch a team or they go through a slump and then they come back and then they're good for a couple of years. Then they go back into a slump. So hopefully the Saints just kind of struck at the right time and maybe he could be a long-term kicker or maybe not. Maybe they're back in free agency again looking for a kicker when cuts. I hope not, though, bro.
I hope not, bro. I really hope not. Like, I hope it's like, at least can Daniel Carlson give us 2 to 3 seasons of us not having to worry about a kicker. That's all I ask for.
3 seasons.
2 to 3, bro.
He ain't got to be all pro season. Just like nice, steady kicking. Just steady, bro.
And like you said, right? Like the worst Daniel Carlson years most recently in Vegas would be like great Saints kicking like the last couple of seasons. So it's just like, so we'll see how it plays out. I'm hoping that Daniel Carlson like just leaves no doubt. And if he doesn't, like I'm fairly confident Charlie Smith and Tanner Brown are not going to be on the roster. Like that is very, very confident in being able to say that. So that's good news. We got to talk about these injuries, Wolf. It is insane. It is insane how banged up this team is before the start of week 1. To be fair, they're not the only team in the NFL that's banged up. I know the Niners are super banged up. The Panthers, like their injuries are a little different because like they lost players to like IR, like actual starters. But I'm want to reference this Ross Jackson tweet from yesterday during a walkthrough. And these are all the players that were missing. Okay. Jordan Tyson, Trey Palmer, Mason Tipton. Don't know why Mason Tipton is still on the team at this point. He literally has not practiced all of training camp. But Memes, who returned today. Devin Neal, Rajon Wright, who went on IR and he's getting surgery. Quincy Riley, Ty Chandler also went on IR today. Lorenzo Styles, Beenum, AK, Cesar Ruiz, Chris Rumpf, Simpkins, Barry Weasley, Moaliki Montavo, Moscato also went on IR today, missing the entire season. Oscar Depp, Cam Jordan, John Ridgway. Kristen Miller did return today, which is good.
Good. Jesus.
Nigga.
Jesus. And the ones that really suck for me, like Jordan Tyson, we already knew about that, but like Moscato, a guy that was looking good in camp, coming on, talking about like a late round.
Look good in the Rams, like one of the bright stars of the Rams game.
The few bright spots in the Rams game. Looking good. Camp looking good in the preseason, and just gets hit the wrong way, going out of bounds. And this season's over, bro. Like you had like a late round tight end that could have been promising and, just a nice contributor for you. Not saying he was going to be like a Pro Bowler, but just a nice contributing tight end, a 6'7" big tight end with good hands. That would have been nice to have. But the Saints fans just can't have nice things. Can't, bro. No. And then Ty Chandler, another one who was just like started to emerge on the bubble, rushed the bubble a little bit, started showing a little something. He had to fumble in the preseason game. It was like, oh, that sucked for him. But he had some things about his game that, maybe you could add special teams, kick return, and stuff like that. Gone, bro. Can't add that either. Just can't have shit.
The hit at the running back depth, again, this is why we wanted to record tonight, led to them trading Deion Jones, who they signed like 2 weeks ago, for Zamir White with at the time, the Niners. So the Saints traded Deion Jones to the Niners for Zamir White, running back. Both players were like signed like 2.5 weeks ago by their respective teams, and then they traded them for each other. But like that just shows you where the running back depth is right now, where it went from a position of strength where you had Travis Etienne, you had AK, you had Neal, Kendre Miller was not really in the equation, but now he kind of is in the equation, Estime, to now, I don't know, Devin Neal hammy is just kaput. Kendre, you can't really depend on. Estime did come back, so he's like back, which is good. Bruh, it's so like at this point, like, they also just need bodies. Like they gotta play a game on Friday.
They needed Zamir, like, because we need somebody to tote these carries on Friday, bro. Like we just take these hits for us, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's it. So it's rough, bro. It's rough. Like, I mean, luckily, the top of the roster still looks good. I mean, as far as the running backs, still got Estime. AK is out with the knee injury, but, he should be back, if not week 1, like soon. And then you got guys like Estime and Kendre. Kendre is like, I made him the picture on the thumbnail because I'm like, he's the guy right now, bro. Like just out of pure just being there, like just existing, like he's just the fact that Kendre of all people is actually healthy, like, you know what I'm saying?
It reminds me of
Kendre.
I was gonna say it reminds me of Black Panther when Killmonger beat T'Challa, and then he's finally like sitting on the throne, like just all on him. That's Kendre right now in the running back room, bro.
Really, I was listening to his little presser the other day. I'm like, Kendre had grown up, man. Like he actually sounds like a sensible human being. I'm like, okay, Kendre. So I mean, we'll see, bro, but Jesus, all them injuries, man. I'm glad Christian Miller's back. Bub Meme, he came back. Good for him because he's a guy that's like fighting for a roster spot. We're going to get to that when we do the 53-man projection. But like, he's one of those guys that's fighting for a spot to be a starter. I mean, on the roster. It's just it's not so much that they've lost like a bunch of starters. Like we read the name, it's not like a ton of starters, but it's just those little depth pieces that it just starts to eat at you. You know what I'm saying? You look at cornerback, Riley, guys like Riley, John Wright going to IR. Like all those are just depth pieces that really stink.
It says most of these guys will be back week 1. Like some of them will. Like Moscato's not coming back week 1, and he was he was firmly at that point, I would say, tight end 3.
Yeah. He was in there.
He was tight end 3. Like, he's not coming back. Ty Chandler was likely not going to make the team. Like, he was on the bubble, but he provided in like kick return juice. So
I don't know what I know Delp has a hammy.
Right.
I don't know the severity of it. Like, I don't know if that's a, 1, 2, 3 day thing or a week's thing, or I don't know. No idea.
No clue. But I think, well, people can say, yeah, most of these guys will be back week 1, whatever. This team, and it's not that a lot of teams do have like great depth in the NFL, because it's just a league that's not built for you to have any team to have great depth. Like, there are some teams, right? You could look at like the Rams have great depth and stuff like that. But this is a team and the Saints that their depth is already with everything that was happening over training camp, right? Their depth has started to take all these little hits. And then everything happened on Saturday where it had kind of just exploded to like, God damn, like it's walking wounded. And when you're a team that, I won't even call them like a top heavy team, but like their depth was already shaky to begin with. And then you start getting those little kind of cracks at the depth that was already there. Then it gets even more shakier, because if a starter gets injured, then the backup that goes in is already like on like notches below. A perfect example of it is Dylan Ray Duns, right? He borderline starter, like he, purely a backup, shouldn't be starting, but something happens, like in theory, you're okay. We got Ray Duns. He can go in there. We can survive maybe a game with Ray Duns at right guard or left, whatever, right? He's on IR. He's gone. So they just have had these like blows to their depth where it's like, man, like week 1's not even here yet. Week 1 is on the 13th of September, and we're all hoping these guys can, bounce back and get healthy and what have you. But yeah, K-Man said still have several weeks before we kick off for real. Like, yeah, that we understand that. Like, but injuries are.
We're not saying the season's over, people. Calm down. Like, relax. Relax, people. Jesus Christ.
Are these people
be coping, bro? Just coping.
Are these people from the Saints Reddit?
We're fine.
We're just pointing out the literal obvious that's going on with the team right now. Like, I don't, there's no way to like spin that injuries are good. Like, they're not good for any NFL team. We understand that the players may come back, but again, there are players who are not coming back because they are on like season.
Ty Chandler and Moscato shit.
Agent injury.
John Wright.
Pro Rejon, like he always come in and he do well, and then like he just don't ever get like a shot. Anything else just in regards to the can I just say something real quick before I don't know, well, I don't know what the Saints subreddit has against our podcast, but for one thing, if you're going to like say things about our podcast, can you at least get things correctly? Like, get things accurate? Like, you hate watch, hate listen, please feel free to. We enjoy the listens. We enjoy the views. It goes into the algorithm, and it helps our earnings income on YouTube. Feel free to continue to listen, but don't go on the Saints subreddit and spreading bullshit of like, we were saying that Kellen Moore should have been fired or some shit from the Saturday game, when no one has ever said that on this podcast. At least not recently. We had some concerns in that first rookie season, but not recently.
Oh, yeah.
So just get your shit right, because there was such this like nonchalantness about Saturday's preseason game, and I get it. Preseason is backups, but what if Quincy Riley maybe isn't back for week 1? Who's going to start in his place?
Emerson.
Who are the Rams going after with their backups on Saturday?
Emerson.
Like, can y'all not understand? Like, you got to dig deep into like football to like really, all we were saying, and I was at the game, I was there, was that the Saints under Kellen Moore, when they go against a quality contender opponent, the Saints do not look like they belong in the same league as those opponents. They didn't against the Rams last year. They didn't against the Seahawks last year. They get in against the Rams in a preseason game when it was backups going against backups. If y'all want to listen to a podcast that's going to give you all the positive all the time, this is not the show for y'all. And the funny thing is, we have been extremely more positive about these Saints. Honestly, this is probably the most positive we've been about the Saints since we started this podcast 6+ years ago, if I'm being completely honest, right? So, but when shit still looks then what we do is we call it out. So if that's not what you want to listen to, that's not what you want to and watch, feel free to find, there are tons of Saints content plethora out there that can satisfy your needs of just hearing all the rosy things that is going on airline, and the Saints are going to be a Super Bowl contender. They're going to be in the playoff. Like, there are podcasts and Saints content out there for you. But if you want real opinions and the reality in terms of how we see it, not too high, not too low, then you come to the right place. That's all. Just wanted to say that. But I just wanted to just get back to the injuries real quick. Anything else from like the injury standpoint that you just...
Devin Neal, forgot about him. Like,
yes,
another one, his hamstrings just still cooked, bro. Still cooked.
Linguini, bro.
Trey Palmer, like, he was showing a little something. He out. I don't know what that's about. Interesting to see where Cam Jordan is with his recovery. Like, is he on track with week 1 or not? I don't know. But that's one I'm watching. Simpkins, he's out. Shit. Like, damn. Like, what?
Hey, Wolf, don't worry. Don't worry, Wolf. They're going to be back by week 1. They're going to be back by week 1,
baby. Just perfectly for just pristine. Week 1. It's ready to go. It's like, okay. All right, man.
Our dude Wags Chris said, sometimes we forget we are in year 2 of a rebuild. The roster still has a ways to go.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's the point I really wanted to get to about them hitting at the depth, because one, the top level roster is not like a pristine work of art. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. So then you start like chipping away at the depth below a roster that's already a work in progress. And so it's even worse. Like, you going to the really bad, we put in Zamir White and all that shit. Like,
that's how your roster starts to erode. And I'm not saying that the Saints roster is eroding. I'm just saying that is how rosters erode. And we are Saints fans. We have seen what injuries can do to a team in the regular season, right? So you jokingly said, like, come week 1, like, they basically just going to have the 2020-25 Saints roster.
Just roll them 25 back out there, bro. Minus Brandon Cooks. You know what I'm saying?
Only thing that's changed is like they got David Edwards and Travis Etienne, bro. That's it, bro.
Right. Pretty much. And look, those are big pieces. Like, that's not nothing to sneeze at. And that's what, if you want to spin positive, like, a lot of the key pieces are healthy and look good. We had a little scare today. I wish we just stop hearing about like camp injuries, like while they're happening.
It's been on my radar for years now, Wolf.
Just like Olave just, hit the ground funny or something like that, walking with the trainer, and then come to find out he just got his wind knocked out. Like,
it literally just happened last Tuesday against the Cowboys, where Captain Terrell had to like re-swing down another tweet saying we have too much information, especially about like just about everything, but especially about like what's going on like in training camp, bro. Give me back when, what was it, 2000? The perfect time, honestly, was around the time that you and I became friends. So that was like 2012, where like you got the training camp updates, but it wasn't like minute to minute. Like it was the perfect medium where you got the information you wanted.
Wait for the article. You wait for that article to drop. Like, you go to the article and you see everything that happened. Like, okay, cool, we good.
No,
it's just like
people thought Jamar Chase was out for the season today. Ashton Genty was like, bro, like, it's too much. It's too much. Wolf. This is something I wanted to ask you as we're talking about though, because it's a big like debate. Hold on. Preseason has changed. I did not watch Saturday. Everyone shit on the game. My take was it was not as bad as everyone said it was. It was 20-0 at half with some home preseason penalties. It was atrocious. I don't know.
Atrocious, bro.
It was like, I was there. Like it was god.
You know who thought it was atrocious? Kellen Moore. He thought it was atrocious. Like head coach. He was like, it's atrocious, bro. Like, I don't know. And that's not saying they're gonna look like that during the season. It just was what it was, man.
I do know what said this whole season should still be see what we have here. We're not making a run, just see what works and what doesn't work long term. So one thing I wanted to ask you about was there's a big debate for the Friday game in terms of what the Saints should do.
Yeah.
Should they rest their starters completely? In which if they do that means none of their starters have gotten any preseason like live action this entire preseason. Or do you put maybe the starting offense out there, starting defense out there, let them play a series or two to get them that live game action? where do you stand on what the Saints? If you were, this is Coach Wolf. Coach Wolf, you got the hat on. You got the Saints merch on. What are you doing with the team on Friday?
Man, no, we are not playing the starters on Friday. One, we're too banged up. And look, I think people really got to understand those joint practices are as close as to a game. Like in some respects, they're closer to a game than some of the preseason games. Because one, you're playing starters against starters, and it's like they are trying to beat each other. You know what I'm saying? They are literally trying to beat each other and get some wins, even though there's no final score. I'm sure they keep a score to themselves, but there's no final score at the end. Those are some real physical games. The Saints had two joint practices within 3 days last week. And then the week before they had a joint practice against the Jags, bro. I just feel like the starters got a lot of work. They got a lot of work. Would I like to see them in the game? I actually would. But at just this point, bro, the mission should be get to week 1 as healthy as possible. As healthy as possible. And look at those first couple of weeks, not like a preseason, because you still obviously want to try to win, but you're just going to have to nut up and just tune as they go. You know what I'm saying? Just going to have to improve as they go, which most teams do in the league now. It's kind of the way it is, just the way training camp is set up now and stuff like that. Teams look at September as what Sean Payton used to call a race to improve. It's just a race to improve, a race to get better. And that's what they're going to have to look at September as. And in these 3 weeks, these 2.5 weeks before the game, then you really need to take advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Have some real fundamentals, penalties, tackling, just making sure everything's ironed out. They really need to just take advantage of those next 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, it's crucial for the whole team building aspect of things. I think Wayne, I'm where Wayne is. I'm going to put it on the screen again. He said, I was down before those injuries, but now absolutely not. Yeah. It's the risk isn't worth it, man. And
it's just not, bro.
K-Man brought this a point that I think is interesting, saying that the Cowgirls are dirty. I don't know who is going to play for Dallas, but you think they're going to forget what happened last Tuesday?
No, man. They're going to come in there with that bullshit. No.
You already know, bro. It's just, it serves no purpose. Now, I could also see I can see the offense going out there week 1 against the Lions and looking out of sorts as fuck, bruh. But if they do, I don't think it would be because they didn't play a series or a series and a half during the preseason game. That's more of a bigger conversation because the offensive just mechanics and just everything about the offense has been very it still feels discombobulated. Is how I would word it. But we'll see. Sometimes teams can just turn it on and hopefully we'll see them come out on cylinders come week 1. But let's take our first break right now of the episode, and then we're going to come back and go into the 53-man roster, doing 53-man roster prediction, interactive. And so we're going to do that right after this break.
Who Dat Nation, football is officially back. Whether you're riding with the Saints to take the NFC South, locking in college Saturday action, or you just want to add some juice to your Sunday afternoons, MyBookie is the move. I love jumping into MyBookie during downtime or right before kickoff. It's super easy to use, whether you're analyzing lines all week or just locking in a quick game day hunch. You don't have to be seasoned sharp to get in on the fun. Just find the matchup you love and take your shot. Best part, if you sign it up today, you get their bet back bonus on your very first play. That means you could take a shot with total peace of mind, baby. If your first bet doesn't hit, you get it right back. No questions asked. Head over to mybookie.ag and use our promo code BLOCKPARTY and opt into the bet back bonus. Bet on anything, anytime, anywhere. That's promo code BLOCKPARTY at MyBookie.
Must be 21 plus, 18 plus in select jurisdictions. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net for free confidential support available 24/7.
Are back. Appreciate the 49 concurrent viewers we have right now. We have 49 concurrent viewers, 104 views. For those who are watching on YouTube, if you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. We are 12 subscribers away from hitting 3,000 subscribers.
12, yo. Come on, now. Just hit the button. Just hit
that subscribe button. Let me just catch up on the chat, and then we can move forward to everything. If you play the starters, you risk injuries. If you don't, you risk being rusty week 1. I don't know what one drive is going to
wait it out. Wait it out. Like is two series on Friday going to prevent them from being rusty week 1? Like seriously?
No. Like if they're rusty, they're just going to if they're rusty, they're just going to be rusty, and if they're in sync, they're just going to be in sync.
Yeah. Honestly, it comes down to fans. We just want to see it. We want to see Shuck and Olave and the offensive line and Travis Etienne. We want to see it. We want to see it. I get it. I get it. But just hold on. Just hold on. You'll feel much better rolling out everybody healthy as they can be on week 1. You'll feel so much better. Trust me.
Yeah. Last thing in the chat, do y'all think we trade for a corner or sign one? So that is going to bring me to my next point, because I was playing around with the roster, and shout out to Wolf for creating this. So Wolf created this roster projector builder, which is great. We're going to use this, predict the Saints 53-man roster. Someone listed if they come out rusty, that boy Adam got them fingers ready talking about Kellen. Yeah, because that's been a problem with Kellen Moore. Like, am I supposed, if this has been an issue that Kellen Moore's had, not just with the Saints, but as like an offensive coordinator, as a fan, are we not supposed to point those things out? Like, the offense came out shaky. The offense was shaky all last season, no matter who the quarterback was. It just was, especially the start games. Like, that was,
it was the worst.
Like, I don't know. Are we not supposed to talk about empirical things? I don't know. I'm confused. Someone said you don't like him. Have people literally, like, are you just tuning in for the first time? Like,
gotta be.
Like, how about you do me a favor and go back and listen to like our off-season podcast that we talked about Kellen Moore this off-season. It's called a nuanced conversation, where there are things that we can like about Kellen Moore, but there are some things that we can also bring up, like, that are concerning. I didn't realize that we just had to be like, oh, he's the best. He's going to be the next Saints best head coach of all time. Like, that, again, that's what you're expecting. Then please find another podcast to enjoy. Please.
We just keeping it 100, man.
Someone said you just got out of church. Amen.
All right. Amen. Amen.
So I wanted to quickly also shout out to you for putting this together in terms of just the interactiveness of it and what have you. But I wanted to quickly just go through and hit who we know for sure are, like, for sure locked down, going to make the team. Because then I did that before we started recording when I was playing around with it. And then when it got to like the last like 8 players, I was like, oh boy. Okay. So quarterback for sure on the 53 is Shuck. Okay. Running back for sure, HN and AK, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Would you say Kendra's for sure at this point?
Not ready to say that yet.
Okay. So we'll just put the 2. Wide receiver. For sure, we're gonna say I'm gonna suggest Olave, Tyson, Belay, Lance, Brown.
I agree, but you could click that IR pup for Tyson.
But here's the thing, because he's gonna get IR boomeranged after the cuts. So so you're right. So he's not gonna actually count against the 53 because they're gonna put him on IR after the cuts.
We assume they're gonna put him on there. Like,
I am very, very confident that they're gonna put him on that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, Mason Tipton.
Whoa. Oh, damn, Mason Tipton.
So Moscato's already on IR. For tight ends, would you agree, Juwan, Fant, Depp?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So those are the for sure. Offensive line: Banks, Fuaga, McCoy, Caesar,
Sarmia,
Edwards, and Jeremiah Wright. Are we okay with those being?
Those are all locks.
Okay. All right. Okay. So right now we're up to 16 players of the 53. DN. Are we okay with for sure being Jordan, Granderson, Young, and Miller and Broughton, I would say.
I'll say they are locks.
Okay. So boom, Miller, Broughton. Okay. Up to 2021. Okay. Linebackers. Are you for sure on Ellis, Warner, and Stuntsman?
Yeah, locks.
Okay. Locks. All right. So we're just doing roster locks. If you're listening to the audio version of this podcast, it's not as exciting. So we apologize, but work with us, follow through. So cornerbacks. When I did this earlier, I was saying, God.
Yeah, bro. That cornerback.
God damn. But locks, Kool-Aid, Quincy, Emerson, Price. Probably Yadam at this point too, bro.
They gotta keep it. The locks are definitely Kool-Aid, Raleigh, and Emerson. I put it like that.
Yes. I would also say, okay, those are for sure locks. Okay.
Yeah.
Safeties, Reed, Blackman, Howden, Sinker, Styles. We don't know how severe his injury is.
Yeah, I would. All those are locks.
Okay. All right. So 32 of the 53. Now, finally for specialists, Daniel.
Zach Wood. Zach Wood and Ryan Wright on locks.
All right. Okay. So we have 34 players out of 53. Now, getting into it, right? Who's going to be the backup quarterback? That's where the first decision comes in.
Yeah. No, it's a legit decision, but I mean, I feel pretty confident it'll be Spencer Rattler.
I do too.
Just confident.
Bruh, if Zach Wilson had a better showing on Saturday, I think this is more of a conversation. But it was dreadful.
It was dreadful, and if he had a better track record, you could look past it. But his track record is already bad. So the game against the Jags was the more outlier. That he, you know what I'm saying? That's the real outlier. What we saw last week, okay, that's the Zach Wilson I know.
Running back is so interesting. Ty Chandler, I meant to put on IR. So, Kendre, Zamir Wright, who they just traded for, Devin Neal, Audric Estime, and CJ Donaldson, who's a rookie who's been flashing.
Man.
Kendre making this team, bro.
I think so, bro. The whole concern with Kendre is does he make it to roster cut day? Does he healthily? Does he healthily make it there? That's my only. If he's healthy on roster cut day, he's on a roster. Put it like that.
Yes.
So assuming he's healthy, he makes the roster. Now the interesting is Devin Neal and Estime. I think Estime has the edge over Neal.
I would say so too, bro. That's how I feel. Because at least with Estime, for the most part, he's healthy. You can't Neal is the less athletic version of Kendre, bro.
Right.
Can't depend on him to be healthy. Also, I was gonna just a quick timeout. Can we talk about how the NFL is such a crazy league where we're doing a podcast episode where we're essentially talking about who's going to get fired. I was thinking about that earlier today. I was could you imagine if you put a YouTube video on and there was a YouTube video of someone of our job, working in IT, me a social worker, and it's just a list of is Adam gonna keep his position with the department? It's kind of and it's
It was even worse is these ain't just jobs. These are dudes lifetime dreams that they done since they was 8 years old. And you know what I'm saying? This is even worse. You know what I'm saying? And we just be let's do a roster projection. Cut this guy. Get this guy out of here, man.
We doing a whole there's colors and shit and they're cut. But could you imagine, bro? Someone came to your job and did that shit, bro. Anyhow, let's get back to what we're actually doing.
Anyways, get this guy out of here.
I give the nod to Estime.
Me too.
I think
with Neal's injury, I do wonder if they IR him.
Yeah. Try to sneak him on the practice squad, maybe if they don't.
Yeah. I think he'll be fine on the practice squad, man. Like, I wouldn't be worried about him getting taken. I'm just like,
yeah, not at all, Wolf. Not one. Like, I'm not scared that he's going to go off and have like a Boston Scott career that he had with the Eagles.
Like, it's bad when like the best thing you think about, like, man, his pass protection was great though. Like, did have some good pass protection.
All right, so we think they keep 4 running backs?
Yeah, I do. I think they go 4.
I'm going to put practice squad for CJ Donaldson.
Yeah, I would practice squad CJ. Yeah, I would practice squad him.
And Neal, because there's 16 practice squad spots. Okay, wide receiver. Olave, we're assuming Jordan Tyson is going to hit the IR boomerang. So just to be clear, that's the IR after the cuts are made. So if they put him on IR now, he'd miss the season. But from what I've been told is that the goal is that they put him on IR after the cuts are made. So then he can come off IR. So in this scenario, there's 4 receivers that are like active, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's on the 53-man roster, not including Jordan Tyson. Has Bub Means done enough to win that wide receiver?
I still feel like it's between him and Kevin Austin Jr., man. I feel like that's and I would say Palmer, even though he's a little banged up now, I'll say Palmer still has probably has.
Right. Bob from accounting. I'm fucking up my parlay. James, you dumb, bro.
I'm dumb, bro. But I do feel like Trey Palmer probably has the most to prove.
Yes.
Out that crew, but I would just lump Trey Palmer, Bub Means, and Kevin Austin Jr. kind of in a. They're in that bubble still fighting like that. I think Friday's going to be real critical for them. To kind of show and just leave a good impression for when they do those roster cuts.
I don't know why, but I feel like I think Bub's done enough, especially like this last stretch
bro.
To make the team, bro.
I agree, bro.
Someone, K-Man said, we sure Tipton isn't making it? Why are they keeping him around?
Well, he on PUP right now. Ain't he on PUP?
Yeah.
Still on PUP. Like, he is not practiced yet. I think they're just keeping him around because, like, I don't know. Like, I think eventually he'll hit IR or maybe the practice squad. But there's no way he makes the roster. None.
There's no reason for him to make the roster.
No reason.
So let's say Bub makes the team as wide receiver, essentially like wide receiver.
So that gives you 5 wide receivers minus Jordan Tyson while he's on the IR.
Yes. Of this group of Tipton, Bale, Palmer, I don't know if Palmer even qualifies for. Yeah, I think he does. Kevin Austin Jr., Sharecropper, and Brock Rechsteiner. Who would you say are good candidates for the practice squad?
Obviously, Brock could be a practice squad guy. I think Ronnie Bell, you could probably put him on there.
They gotta expand these rosters, bro.
They really do. Because we get 16 roster spots we already taken up for the practice squad. Hello, gentlemen. Yeah. What's up, Pam? What's
up, Pam? Okay, I think we're good. That's gonna be interesting in terms of who they practice squad between Ronnie Bell and Kevin Austin Jr. I feel like they maybe would do Kevin Austin Jr. over Ronnie Bell. I don't know.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Yeah, I agree. I actually think so. I don't know though, bro. Like,
no clue.
But I feel like they like Ronnie Bell.
I could also see that. Tight end. Do you think they keep any more than 3 with Moscato injury?
I'm struggling with that.
Me too.
Because I think if Moscato was healthy, they would have carried 4.
100%.
So, do they go Welch? I mean, Welch been getting a lot of like looks, but man, he's so underwhelming. Zaire Mitchell, Patton, he just does nothing for me.
I wonder if this is a position where I don't know, but like cut day, which is Sunday, where they may put a claim in for a tight end that maybe got cut unexpectedly from a team.
You threw a suggestion out for a trade.
Yeah. So if you just follow the NFL, like in general, Rondé Gatson came on, like had a really great rookie season for the Chargers last year. And I don't know if it's just Mike McDaniel doesn't feel like he fits into his offense or whatever it is, but he's basically become tight end 3 right now for the Chargers. They have Charlie Kohler as their tight end 1, David Njoku, who the Saints went after super heavily in free agency, as their tight end 2, and then Gatson as their tight end 3. And the thing I'd suggest, especially because it was kind of, I've been noticing it, is that they've been having Gatson play like late into preseason games, late in preseason games. And that typically is an indication that either that player is not in the team's future or plans, or maybe they're trying to showcase him, whatever it is. I'm the Saints, and I don't know if the Chargers will do it because he literally, he had his rookie season last year and it was really good. But I wonder if it's kind of an old type of example, but I wonder if this is a Mike Martz, Greg Olsen situation where Mike Martz just didn't use tight end. So they traded, the Bears traded him to the Panthers, and obviously Mac McDaniels uses tight ends, but just maybe they feel like Gatson's not a fit for what he wants as an offensive coordinator. Right. If I'm the Saints, I'm calling Los Angeles and saying, hey, would y'all trade Gatson? Is he available? I would be all over that. I mean,
y'all had some offensive line injuries. Y'all need a center. I mean, we got a
Michigan man.
A Michigan man was one of the best centers in the draft a few years ago. Been playing guard, so he's flexible.
Just saying.
What's happening?
Bro, if they could trade Ruiz for fucking Gatson, bro, I'd fall out my goddamn fucking chair, Wolf. Would fall out my fucking chair. Jack Hunter said, looking at it in terms of cuts, this roster is still a little underwhelming. Yes,
ain't it, bro. Stop looking at this roster like, ew. Ew.
All right. Well, let's finish on O-line, and then we'll take our last break, and then we'll come back and do defensive line. So we got Banks, Fuaga, McCoy, Ruiz, Edwards.
I had a tough time with this.
Right. And then, sorry, I need to put him on IR. Just saw Nick Sutherford.
Look at Nick Sutherford. I'm like, why the hell are you on here?
Get him out, Wolf. Get him out, God damn it.
Why are you on here, bro?
This is so they traded for Asim Richards from the Cowboys last season, right? And then they claimed a trust from the Broncos last season as well.
Trust ain't it, bro.
No, bro. No.
You're not it. The Easton Kitty guy, he got a little game to him. He's not perfect by far, but he got a little game to him when you watch him. I seen Richards, he's kind of like Redunds, not really good at anything, but it's you put him anywhere, bro. You can literally put him anywhere and you'll survive. You'll be okay.
Okay.
So that's a guy you just kind of want on the roster. You know what I'm saying? The Alex Banger, whatever. Oh my God, he was getting destroyed versus the Rams, bro. He was getting destroyed, bro. I was like, golly. So that's a no. No. I mean, practice squad baby, but no. William Sherman, he was playing center. I didn't even know he could play center. He was playing center this week.
He was.
I was like, dang, okay. Old General Sherman, I feel like that's a guy you go to war with. You know what I'm saying? Old General Sherman.
So For backup O-line, would it be Richards, Kilty, and William Sherman as the backups?
I think so. Now Simpkins, I have not been feeling Simpkins, bro. Like last week when he was playing center, I just wasn't impressed. But that is a guy they really like, though. How many is that? Are we already carrying too many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, we usually carry either 9 or 10.
I feel that feels about right. I could see them putting Simpkins on like the practice squad.
It's interesting. There's very little guard depth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it feels very thin at guard.
Very, and that's why that Ray Dunn's injury, like, it is hard.
That's
bro.
That's what we talking about. The depth is like that. All that starts to add up. Like, you know.
Yes.
Oh, and speaking of, just a quick note. Jeremiah Wright, I watched all his snaps versus the Rams. He a player, bro. Like, I feel real good about Jeremiah Wright. I feel great about him, bro. Like, the attitude he plays with, he's good, man. Like, I think he's going to be good, bro. Like, he just needs to learn. Like, once you get in, like, the regular season, them freaking Brian Flores blitzes and all that shit, like, it's going to have his head spinning. But, like, once he learns, like, that like, conceptual part of the game, he gonna be good, bro. Because I love, like, just seeing him. I didn't see any plays where he just looking like a goofball. Like Caesar plays that he has like 3 or 4 a game where he just like, what are you doing? Like he got beat 2 or 3 times on like a swim move or something, but he looked like a player, bro. I feel real good about him.
How long is he on the bench for the Saints?
That's the question, bro. That's the question. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I'll say this. I don't think Caesar plays the whole season. I'll just say that. He won't play the whole season.
I don't think he does either, bro. Time is ticking. All right, let's take our last break of the episode. We're going to hear from our sponsor. We're going to come back. We're going to hit the defense, doing the 53-man roster prediction of the Saints for the 2026 Saints. We'll be right back after this break.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Are you seated? Do you know what's coming next? You probably really don't. It's Andy Lawani here from Culture Shock, the podcast where celebrities, all sorts of culture makers, people, and everybody in between, we just get on. And we're trading rehearsed answers for some unexpected, shocking questions, maybe sometimes dumb, that you may ask yourself sometimes, and you want to see someone else ask them. With all things plenty of laughs, surprises, and just enough chaos to keep everyone on their toes, you might enjoy this podcast. Be sure to check out Culture Shock wherever you stream your podcasts online, and obviously, you're gonna like this. I'm sure of it.
Yo, what up, Wolf? What are you looking at?
Man, I'm checking out this website. This site is cheeks, bro.
In the 21st century? How do you have a crappy website? Couldn't be me.
They need to hit up our guy Bijan with Precious Works. Precious Works offers to not only build you a website that's tailored to you and your customers' needs, but also to continue to manage and maintain it so you can focus on your business. Don't have much time? Precious Works is just what you need. No out-of-the-box stuff like Squarespace or Wix. Precious Works will create a site for you. You won't have to worry about plug-in updates, security, or things like that because Precious Works will maintain all of that and be available to you 24/7. Bijan set up Saints Block Party Podcast website for us a few years ago and hit it out the park. He also keeps it up to date and helps us anytime we want to add something new like a form or prospect matching tool that we did for the NFL draft. It's like having your own personal developer just a text or a call away. Precious Works has worked with everyone from small businesses to large firms, so no job is too big or too small. If you're in the need of a website or you currently have one, but you want to upgrade it, give Bijan a holler at Precious Works. You can get with him at Bijan at Precious Works, BIJON at precious.works, or go to precious.works for his website. Make sure to tell him Saints Block Party sent you.
We are back, and let's get to the defense side of the ball. So right now we have 41 out of 53 players on the roster for the Saints. Now we're doing the defensive line. So for the locks, we have Cam Jordan, we have Carl Granderson, Chase Young, Burton Brodden, and Kristen Miller. I know he's hurt, but I just feel like with the injury to Bresee, who's not even DAs, the injury to Bresee, I just feel like John Ridgeway is going to make the team because he does one thing well, is he run and stops, but I can't say that for sure. The interesting dilemma to me is Gottschall, Nathan Shepard, Christian Boyd.
Yeah. I've been kind of disappointed in Christian Boyd just in the preseason. Devin, God, I think we kind of stuck with Gottschall, bro. Like, Big Saucy, bro. Saucy gonna be on this team, man. I mean, they telling you like he is a starter. They don't let him get any preseason snaps, so they view him as like a starter. That's how they view him.
They do. Kind of feel like they view Nathan Shepard that way too.
They do. They love Nathan Shepard, bro. Shepard's a good player, bro. He's just not flashy. Feel like Ridgeway should make it.
That defensive in-depth is ass, bro.
You got Tyree Wilson. What is it?
Does he make the team? I think he got like 11 snaps this past week. Yeah, and they were not good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Michael Hellman, I think he going to the practice squad.
I can see that. Does Tyree Wilson make the team? Does he make the 53?
Man.
I think so just because of the depth, but
I think he makes it because that'll give us, 9?
It gives them 9, but like they got essentially 4 DEs, not including Diggs and Chris Rump, but they moved Chris Rump to like off-ball linebacker. So I don't even know. I do think defensive end edge rushers as a position, and they just don't grow on trees, bro. Like
man,
they're not easy to find. But I do think that's something that they're going to be very, very much trying to get upgrades in when cuts happen, whether that be claiming players, whether it be trading for players. I think defensive end is something that's very much on the radar.
Do they circle back for Thibodeau?
I don't know. Don't know. Keep it at that. Don't know. Linebackers. So Ellis, Warner, Stutzman. Does Jennings play, bro? Like I
have not seen him, bro. I don't know. Don't even know what he looked like, bro. I don't even know what his jersey looked like on him.
It says 54, bro. Like
I haven't seen it, bro.
I don't.
I'm assuming he makes the team, though. I'm assuming he does.
Okay. So got Jennings, and then the Diggs for Stallbird.
I feel good about Ford. I feel good about where Ford is at. Diggs, man. I don't know if Diggs doing enough for me, bro.
I don't know.
Stallbird, I like Stallbird.
Stallbird brings something, bro. Like he just plays with his hair on fire.
It's plus special teams. I think you got to have Stallbird on there.
Okay. Chris Rumph.
Seems like he should make it, right? Like he seems like he's such a Staley guy. I guess he makes it.
I guess.
How many linebackers is there already?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I think that's it. So we had
49 out of 53.
Ooh, God damn. So TJ Hall not making this team, bro. No, he's not making it.
Big practice squad. Wright's already on IR. Bro, they're gonna have to keep Yadam. They are 100%.
They got to keep him, bro. Like maybe they keep an eye on the waiver wire for somebody slightly better, but that's the thing about cornerback. You don't get many good ones on the waiver wire.
And I also think
and Price,
I think he's solidified there. So then it's just really two more players. I don't know if Burgess is making the team. I don't know where I didn't do Daniel Carlson. So that assuming he wins the kicker competition, there's one more spot.
I guess it'd be Burgess.
Potentially. So this is the 53. So when you look at it from this perspective, and this is why this exercise is so good, especially playing around with this website, is you really start to see the warts and, not in the good things around the team. Like, oh, let's see, okay, blah, blah, blah. But it really stands out like, oh, God damn. Like, so
that defensive line, man, it does not turn me on at all, bro.
Bro, because you got Cam Jordan might miss, I don't know, a couple of games to start the season. And then they got to pray Chase Young don't miss no time, bro. Like, I don't know. I do not know.
You can hit that final roster report, and that'll she'll bring up a nice little.
There you go. All right, there you go. There it is. Our Saints Block Party podcast, 53-man roster for the Saints. Obviously, with wide receiver, it doesn't have Jordan Tyson in there because we assuming he's going to be on IR to start the season. But I want people to also realize when looking at this, the roster breakdown and all of this that we just did, teams, especially like a team like the Saints who are still building, they are going to be claiming players on, I guess it would be Sunday? I don't know when they get claimed. So they could claim, so cuts happen on Sunday. So I guess the claims will happen on Monday, right? So next Monday, teams are going to be claiming players that got cut. You might see a lot of transactions. Like if a team feels like a player is going to get cut, maybe they'll try to trade for him instead so they can guarantee that player is going to be on their team. So even though this is our 53-man roster, there could be a lot of things that look different in terms of how we just did things. We saw it last season with Trey Palmer, and they traded for this was during the season they traded for Jalen Polk. So
did Valet happen after the cuts?
No, he was before the third preseason game, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he was it was right now, pretty much.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me close this. Anything from I stopped sharing it, but I can share it again. Anything from seeing that
corner really worries me, bro. That corner
worries me.
Because one, we don't know where Quincy Riley is at this point as far as health. We don't know if that's a long-term thing. So if he's out, then it's Emerson. It's Emerson and Kool-Aid, Sanker at nickel, and then beyond that, now you Isaac Yadam and golly, that can get ugly, man. That can get so ugly. But you really kind of stuck with it because, I mean, come roster cuts, even if you try to trade for a corner, there's not much out there. Teams covet their. If you're a decent corner in this league, teams will covet you. It's just they just don't let them go because you need 3 or 4 going into every game.
Something I wondered if they may circle back to, and I put this in our Discord. Perfect time to become a member of our community, patreon.com/Saints Block Party. Right before the season starts, this is the perfect time to do that, or you become a YouTube member as well. The Ravens cut he has 3 names: Jalen Davis, something hyphenated last season. Was it last season? Yeah, I think it was last season. And he's a corner. And the Saints put a claim in for him, but he was awarded to the Titans because the Titans had the number 1 overall pick last year. I believe he's still with the Titans. Obviously, they have a new head coach. They have Robert Saleh as their head coach. So I was just thinking, if the Titans were to cut him, I wonder if the Saints would still be interested in him as a corner as they put a claim in for him last season. Who knows?
There's something Rosenthal brought up, actually. Old Paulson Adebo might be on a Might be on a chopping block.
Don't back me, bro. Don't back me.
Don't back me. He's stumping the table right now. He's like, told y'all. He's probably reading the Fauci diaries or some shit. Told y'all. But, I don't know. That corner going to be tough, though.
Who that ball said, should we have kept paid Alante? Absolutely
not. No. I feel good about it. I'm sure the team feels just fine about it. I'm sure the team just feels fine.
Thank you.
Jalen, Lamar, David. Thanks, Wayne.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking about. So I just wonder if they just circle back to him because they put a claim in for him last season. It wouldn't surprise me if the Titans were to cut him.
I do think they also keep an eye out just for offensive line in general, guards, tackles, centers. I think they're going to keep kind of plugging at that because I think it still has a ways to go.
Like trading down from 8 looking more logical in hindsight, but making reverse gear is stuck. I don't like it's so early to like that's so early to, and also like no one was like trading up to 8.
No, man, what are we talking about, man? What are we talking about? We are here. Like, this is it. This is your roster, bro. This is your 2026 Saints. Like, make it enough.
Justin Cash, thank you for the $2 super chat.
Thank you, Just.
Thoughts on maybe signing a Hassan Reddick? I'm good
on that, bro. I don't trust him at all. At all. That's why he's still out there.
He would sign with the Saints, and then he would go to that dungeon, like vampire club in New Orleans, bruh. Yeah. And you wouldn't see him. He was just completely abscond away from the team, bruh. Like, just be gone.
You gonna see him on them Thailand TikToks where everybody like, oh, we moved to Thailand and only paid $1,100 a month. This great condo or whatever.
That's gonna be Hassan Reddick as soon as the Saints sign him, bruh.
I'm good.
Really quick, because we're going over an hour long and people probably didn't pay attention. But I did want to bring up, since we're talking about contracts and things like signing players, the Chris Olave clause in his contract that Underhill reported in regards to injury and pre-existing injuries of concussions and the blood clots. We talked about it in the Discord, but I just wanted to kind of just talk about it on the podcast, just in regards to the contract and how such a contract protects the team in ways like I'm a little flabbergasted that Chris Olave and his agent especially like allowed him to sign that contract.
Well, I think that was what the impasse was about.
Yes.
Going in the training camp, it was like, and we talked about it plenty of times, like team wants protection, player wants more guarantee for injury. And I don't think his agent would have let him sign that without the player saying, look, let's just get it done. I really 100%. think Olave was just like, let's get it done. I'm ready to ball.
Yep.
And with the way the contract structured, if he's healthy and playing, he will make his money. He will make, $90 or $100 million over the next 3 years. He's going to make his money. If he's not healthy, if he happens to have another concussion that's like career ending or, the blood clot issue, that it protects the team. Like it protects the team. From a team standpoint, it makes 100% sense. From a player standpoint, it caused some long-term guarantee for injury, unfortunately. But let's just pray it don't get to that, man. Let's just pray he just continues playing. He just looked great in camp.
Man.
Just keep balling, bro.
Shout out to everyone in Who Dat Nation getting a scare today, thinking that Olave may have gotten hurt. But
I don't want to hit Cat. Cat, put the phone down. Put the phone down, Cat. Don't even report it. I'll tell you, no, I don't want to know no more.
Last thing, shout out to another $2 super chat from our dude Justin Cash. He said, "Would y'all take a flyer on Cody Ford, guard? I think who cut him recently? Was it the Bengals? I don't know. I don't know who cut him. I don't know enough about Cody Ford to give an opinion. I don't.
Sure. Yeah, I look. Sure. I don't.
Just looking under the hood of anything. Like, ooh, let me look. Getting your Jed York on, nigga. Like, ooh, let me see what you got, girl. 140?
Jed.
I got you, girl.
Jed was starving, boy. Shit. Jed was on them little sites. I was reading a report. He went to some website. It was an obvious sting by the police.
Oh no!
So, what you Craigslist, bro? Like, what you doing, bro? Like, you're a billionaire, multi-billionaire. Like, no. You just think they have access to these things that we don't even know, but they worse than us, bro. They just going down on Craigslist.
Nigga on Craigslist looking for some crack. Anyway, shout out to Curly Gardner from becoming a YouTube SBP member. And
much love, Curly. Thank you.
You literally just joined us at the very end, Curly. We appreciate you for becoming a YouTube member.
Got a whole bunch of episodes you can go back and enjoy with no ads.
Also, Wayne said he texted him 3 times. This nigga was
send the video.
That nigga was horny, bro. Horny, bro.
Show it to me.
What's the address?
Damn,
anyway.
Boy.
Thank you, Curly. Appreciate it. Said I love your show. Much love. We've gone an hour plus. So we appreciate y'all. We did the roster prediction. We talked about the injuries, all that. Hope y'all had a good time. We will be back on. So this is our schedule. We're going to be back on Friday. That's going to be the final preseason game of the 2026 preseason. We're going to have the Zoom going. We're going to have it live streaming to YouTube with our reaction as always. And then Friday evening, we're going to record the recap pod. If there's much to talk about, I don't know if there will be. Maybe there will be, maybe there won't be. And then on Sunday, we will have our cut pod, or the roster being set pod, because at that point, all the cuts will be announced, all of that. And then on Monday, if there's been any type of Saints who claim players or trades or anything like that, we'll update that on Monday. If the roster is just what it is and nothing's up, then we won't record on Monday. But if we need to, we'll record on Monday. So a lot coming your way because football literally is right around the corner. The Saints play on the 13th of September. Woof, that is
real ball.
2 weeks away? Around the corner. It's soon. So
real ball.
Shout out to Justin Cash for the $5 super chat saying Jet York should have hit up Sarah J. I'm just saying.
Don't get us started now.
Don't say it. Anyway, a lot of content coming y'all way. We appreciate y'all for watching, listening, supporting us. And we'll see what happens this season. We're excited about it. And hopefully it can go well for the Saints and because the Saints do well, we do well. So we don't want that. We don't want them to do well just because of that. But it's a nice little correlation that we get to benefit from. But we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll be back on Friday. And with that, we are out.